The Three Eyes of Divorce. I'm Darin.
And I'm Katherine.
This is the Real Estate, Money, and Marriage podcast. We talked about marriage on the last one. Got some insights about billionaires and divorce.
Yep.
And we talked about Bill Gates. That's why I was really focused on that topic.
Yeah, hot topic right now.
It is a hot topic. So let's keep talking about divorce. Here's the three eyes, according to a therapist, what they are and how they destroy a marriage. And look at who's on the who they're using.
Mm-hmm. So is this a recent article?
Yeah, May 5th. May 5th.
So the news had broken.
Correct. Here's the article. They announce the end. Bill and Melinda Gates announced the divorce with a tweet. Melinda Gates' petition for divorce. You're going to have to help me out with some of these words, okay?
Sure.
For divorce called their marriage.
Oof. Irretrievably broken.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Tough one.
It's a tough one because I'm going to struggle with, I saw one of the words. That one?
Irreconcilable.
That's why I'm not even trying.
You know where we're going with that. Irreconcilable differences.
Riable?
I don't know.
Okay. Irreconcilable.
You know
I nailed it.
Nailed it.
I knew that I was going to struggle with that one for sure. Because that's not even one of the eyes. So
for some reason,
there's four
it's
here.
easier for me.
So Tess Brigham, a therapist, told Insider that over such a long marriage, tension can build up in one of the three main relationship categories. The three I's: incompatibility,
Okay.
infidelity, and irreconcilable differences. Well, I've never heard of these three I's before. Have you?
No, except the last one, because that is actually what people say.
That's what they say on the divorce
the
papers.
official reason is,
Right.
yeah. Irreconcilable.
So they make sense, but I've just never heard them laid out like this.
Yeah, me neither.
So here's the three I's, how they can affect. Let's go into this. Incompatibility in living, spending, and romantic habits can build resentment over time. Brigham said some of the most common incompatibilities that lead to divorce are politics and religion.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. Marilyn Chinette's Tom Cruise's divorce attorney, which I like that you have a divorce attorney on retainer. That's how I imagine that. He's like
always waiting.
A third or fourth wife. For most people, money is the number one reason why people get divorced. And what we found in the last episode, doesn't matter if you have too much or too little.
Yeah,
it's just money.
Just plain money is the reason.
All right, and then we could add into that politics and religion.
For sure.
Okay, now let's talk about infidelity. Infidelity can permanently break trust. Carl Lichtenstein, a founding partner of Stutman, Lichtenstein, and Felder, told Insider that infidelity is one of the main reasons people file divorce. That makes 100% sense to me. Mm-hmm. So it just says ruins trust. And then irreconcilable differences like goals and parenting styles are discussed too late in the relationship. And this is what Bill and Melinda Gates' notice was, right? Like we're going at different stages of our life right now.
We can no longer grow together.
No, that's what they said. Mm-hmm. So let's take a look at what they say here. It's natural for couples to grow and change over their marriage, but the difference between a successful marriage and a failing one is whether couples grow together or apart. A relationship can deteriorate in
Seems like they read this article and then they're like, yeah, we can't grow together.
But
let's say that.
It was written after, though.
Okay. Oh, right.
A relationship can deteriorate in the early years of marriage if a couple has different opinions on having children and how to raise them.
Yeah, you better talk ahead of time about do you want children or not?
And then how...
If you disagree...
How are we going to... I feel like that was a transition for us. Like, even though we talked about children and our values, like when it comes to, okay, how do we handle...
how to raise them is a different story.
Okay, they're acting up about this. How do we handle that? Okay, they did this bad thing again. Now how do we punish that?
Right.
Yeah, figuring out those things comes down to a lot of communication.
Yeah, how to raise them is something you might not talk about ahead of time.
Right.
that's not quite so obvious.
So there's the three eyes and the gates. Although now, I don't want this to turn into a gossip podcast, but it sounds like when you hear about Bill taking some yearly vacations to North Carolina with a quote unquote friend,
Yeah.
maybe there's a little bit of infidelity, that eye.
Even though
in there,
Melinda
too.
knew about it.
Well,
Maybe over a couple of decades, that really started to wear on her.
yeah.
Started to become a problem, even if she didn't think it would.
So the three eyes. Any final takeaways?
Talk about stuff before you get married, while you're choosing your spouse. At least agree on religion and politics.
And children.
And children, yeah. Those are big ones.
Thanks for listening to the Real Estate, Money, and Marriage podcast with Katherine and Darin. And when you're ready, here's 4 things that you can do right now. Number 1, make sure you're subscribed to this show, whether you're watching or listening. If you're watching, you can also click the like button, click the thumbs up button. Number 2, if you're a first-time homebuyer, get a free guide, 7 Costly Mistakes Homebuyers Make. Visit costlymistakeshomebuyersmake.com. Number 3, if you're selling your home, get access to our Get Sell Ready guide and checklist. It'll show you how to get your home ready without spending a fortune or wasting your nights and weekends updating and remodeling your home. Visit GetSellReady.com. And number 4, start a smart moves conversation with us. Get clarity about what to do next, get your questions answered, your concerns taken care of, and an action plan customized to your timeline. You can schedule a call with us at smartmovescall.com or start a chat with us. Visit m.me/Persinger Group.